of you asked for a Demon. Well, I got something better. I got you an 1,000 horsepower Demon to the wheels, so let's do this. So recently, I drove a Corvette ZR1 by Vengeance, and now I'm in a Dodge Demon by Vengeance. This is literally not even close to a stock Demon anymore. There is a 4.5 liter Whipple on this thing, and it screams everywhere you go. The thing is, this car makes 1,200 horsepower to the crank. This will easily be one of the fastest cars I've ever been in, and I'm gonna baby step it because that's what smart people do. While we're waiting for people to go by, I'll just cover some things. Dodge Demon is the highest on the hierarchy of Dodge Challengers. So essentially SRT, 392, that kind of stuff. It's the famous Hellcat that really got Dodge kind of back on the map with performance cars. And then there's the Demon, which is a package deal. Demon is interesting because it's so rare, one. Two, what's interesting is it was literally built as a drag car for the customers that can be driven on the street. Now, is it gimmicky? A lot of people kind of claim that. Now, is it awesome? Yes. Here's the thing though about the Demon is it has a little bit more horsepower than the Hellcat out of the box, makes about 800 to the wheels, but this one makes 1,000. So I have no idea what the stock Demon feels like, and that's beautiful. The Demon is still a big boat. It's a yacht, but it has wide body on it. It has massive square stance tires on it to the point where if you roast one set, it's all good. You can use the front ones and put them on the back and do it again. But another thing though about the Demon is that in order to get the slicks and skinnies that quote come with the car, you have to get the Demon crate. The Demon crate is $1. So you have to prove that you have the registration, you have to prove that you got it from the dealership, have to prove everything, but it's $1. But in the crate, you get a bunch of goodies like the red key, which is the drag key, and the slicks and skinnies and all that good stuff. So you are good to go once you have the Demon crate, and it's an awesome package. The Demon was a cool idea by Dodge because they could. It's one of those cars where a company was like, yeah, we'll do this, why not? Hey, we have a Hell Kitty, so let's move on to an even more vicious monster. But this car is to the point that if you bring it to a drag strip out of the box, you'll already get kicked out, which is awesome, yet also sucks at the same time. I love the color in this thing. It's got that kind of Nardo gray going on. The wheels are very deep dish for the big square stance tires on it, but you'll notice the Demon sits a little high. The reason is for it to squat and get traction. And with that, you are good to go because from a dig, it's no big deal. But unfortunately, with this car, you're gonna spin literally no matter what because of the big old Whipple up front. Still the supercharged V8, very similar to the Hellcat, but they're not the exact same motor. The blower's a little bit different, the heads are a little bit different, little tiny minuscule things. I'm gonna ease into it a little bit. Oh shit. Dude, so the power is amazing, but it wasn't even the power that made me laugh. The whole thing feels like the front wheels are gonna come off the ground. As soon as I got into the next gear, the whole thing lifted the whole nose and you start seeing somewhat of the sky. In comparison, I have this kind of tinted window banner up top. I didn't see it anymore. I literally could see under it. Okay. When you turn on the car, you get this cool Demon logo to let you know you're in something pretty special. But also, you have a screen here that has a bunch of options. It even has a freaking rolling dynograph to tell you how much power you're putting down and how much you're kind of getting miles per gallon. Because we also are an E85, so this car has a fuel system, the bigger blower, and exhaust and headers, and that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. We live in a time where 1,000 wheel horsepower is 3 things. Cool. Okay, all right, okay, all right. I feel like I just went through a therapy session. I feel like $1,000,000 after that pull, dude. Seriously, forget going to therapy, just throw somebody in a Demon for one pull and they're like, wow, life's great. Don't get me wrong, it does spin a little bit, or a lot, it does spin, But at the same time, I expected this monster to just be going like this. But they tuned the suspension and the tire setup so well that I wasn't scared at all. It literally just reels out like a drag car. Just like when you have that perfect gearing setup in a car to just go fast in a straight line. And yeah, I used all of the road, so I apologize to everybody who was behind me. Straight as an arrow. Oh, that car is gone. So we have a buddy of mine following me on this review. I can't even talk, I'm sorry. We have a buddy of mine following me, and he's just like a little tiny ant behind me. Unreal. 0 to jail time in like 3 seconds. When Dodge came out with the concept of the Demon, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was like, it's cool, but it seems kind of dumb. You know, because at the time they're like, yeah, you can run a so-and-so second quarter mile, but then you get kicked out. And I'm like, well, that's kind of upsetting. But then when you drive it on the street, you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't drag a prepped car in the street. And you're like, Interior and everything's very similar to a Hellcat, but it's just that notch above with the screen and all the options and telling you what you're doing. It's unreal that you can't even focus, really. I mean, you have to focus in front of you. When you hit the brakes, that's when you look at the speedometer, and that's when you go, I've made a grave mistake. It's funny because I drive the ZR1. I never thought there was gonna be a car like that with that much power that could actually handle. Because usually you take a car that has over 700 horsepower, you go, that's obviously a straight line car. There's no way there's gonna be balance unless it's like a 918 or a P1 or something obnoxiously expensive. But then I get in the Demon, I go, I know what you're for. I know exactly what you're for. You're just there to rip my face off, pull my temples back, and just smile. And then when I go on a back road, I go, you know what? I know you're not for this, and that's just okay. I couldn't believe I was doing a pull like that with 1,000 wheel horsepower one-handed. You guys remember Heavy or Supra from 3 years ago? Oh no, I had to be holding on, white-knuckled, dear life, make sure I was okay. This is just, yeah, no problem. We have used a quarter tank in those 3 pulls. So Dodge Demon, not exactly a Prius. This car has 1,400 cc injectors. That is just bananas. So the Challenger, if you can't tell, the shape of the windows funnel in a ton of wind noise. But we have to do one more with the windows down. One more song. It'll be the encore of the Demon. I'm such an idiot, idiot, idiot. Why do I do this to myself? Okay. Woo! Oh, laying down 11s. Wow, this thing is like a different car with the windows down. It's ridiculous. So do you see this? One more for the road. So on that note, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this episode with the 1,000 wheel horsepower Demon. I want to thank everybody who made this possible. My buddy Sean, the owners of the Demon, Vengence Racing. And I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And I will see you guys next time, and take it easy. Goodbye. I survived. Hey, you want to feel like a car washing badass? Here, use this. Load foam cannon with 4 to 5 ounces, along with a little bit of clean water. Rinse car, spray epic, super thick sudsy foam onto car. Rinse off. If you want to support this channel while also cleaning your car with the best stuff around, make sure to head over to www.pattersoncarcare.com. Made by car dudes, for car dudes. Oh look, you're still here. That means you're about that life. If you guys didn't know, there is now the ThatDudeinBlue membership. All you have to do is go under the video right here, hit that join button, and you get exclusive live streams with just me, myself, and other members. Right now, there's only about 25 other members, so it's a super intimate experience. We also might even plan a trip in the future for members only to where we do a bunch of car stuff together. So I'm excited about that. I want to thank everybody who has signed up so far, and thank you guys for sticking around all this time. Thank you so much.